Yo, what's good, boys? What's good, boys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first YouTube channel ever. I did buy this camera probably 2 years ago, maybe a year ago. I don't remember. But I decided to pick that shit up and just document the journey or whatever. Yeah, man. I always be watching a lot of day in the lives, week in the lives of entrepreneurs or whatever. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna just document my journey as well. I've tried to do it in the past, but I don't know. Sometimes I kind of get bored of it, so I'll see how many vlogs or posts I do. I'm gonna try to do once a week for sure, or I'm gonna try to do once a week, maybe 2 times a week as I go. But I mean, if you guys don't know who my name is Kevin. I am in high ticket sales right now. I did recently quit my job 2 months ago. If you guys don't know what high ticket sales is basically selling. I mean, you're just a sales guy for an influencer or a famous person or whatever. What am I selling, you may ask? When someone's an influencer, famous, creator, whatever, obviously, they're rich or whatever, so people want to know how to get rich like them. So they sell info products, they sell information, they sell courses, they sell mentorships. For example, if I'm working for a fitness influencer and he's really fit, one, he may either sell information how to blow up his Instagram. Two, he may teach other people how to become a coach. Or three, he may actually get clients of himself and teach them how to get fit. So things like that, bro. Just helping them basically sell whatever information they are. Yeah. So I did quit my job. I was working at TSA. I worked there for a couple of years, maybe less than 3 years. And I was low-key making a bag. But I was fucking slaving, bro. Sometimes I would work from 3 a.m. to 10 p.m. And I kind of I wouldn't say gas myself out because I don't really get tired. That's just some pussy shit. But I just kind of realized, bro, time is kind of clicking. And I've already tried other business models. I tried TikTok shop, reselling. I tried drop shipping. I just kind of, I kind of don't, I didn't enjoy those, I guess, whatever. But high ticket sales is that shit's easy as fuck, bro. That shit was super easy, so I kind of connected towards that. So yeah, bro, I just kind of decided one day, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna bet on myself 100%. Cause when I was working at TSA, I was trying all these business models, and some of them I did make them, I guess, successful, cause I was profitable on one and some. I did make some money with the drop shipping. I did make money with reselling. I guess I still have my reselling company, but my friend runs it, or he's the head of it or whatever. I was just kind of helping him. Nevertheless, what was I saying? Yeah, with TSA, I was just kind of making I was making good money, but I was always I guess complacent. Let's say there was a fucking month where I made 12K in my job. I know that sounds crazy or whatever, but I was working my fucking balls off, and I went tax exempt. So, I didn't get taxed on my fucking check or whatever. But yeah, bro, I realized I had the fucking obviously I had the work ethic, and I don't really get tired or exhausted that easily, because obviously I was working from 3 to 10 and then show up the next day at 3 a.m. and I was doing that shit pretty fucking often whenever overtime season was at my job. So I was like, bro, why don't I just fucking use all that energy and put it into myself or whatever. So when I was in TSA, I was complacent. I know I already said that, but the reason I'm going back towards that is because although I was trying these side businesses or side hustles, whatever, I was never all in. Just because I would see my check at work and I'm like, bro, I'm making fucking bank. Fuck it. So I'll never go all in, bro. I always had a plan B. I was like, fuck that, bro. I stacked enough bread. I saved a good amount of money where I'm able to go out. I can chill with my homies. I can spend whatever, food, shit like that. I, pay my bills or whatever. And yeah, so I just decided to quit my fucking job. I got into high ticket sales because it's a low barrier to entry. I think that's what it's called. You don't really need money to enter, whatever. I made some connections or whatever. So I just kind of started selling for influencers. I kind of learned how the back end works and shit like that. And that shit's easy as fuck, bro. You can easily make, you know, 5K like 2 and 3 4 weeks, bro. If you're a real hustler, become a closer, make more money. But I quickly noticed, bro, like you're still trading your time for money, if that makes sense. Because even though you're like working from home, like, you know, whatever, like, bro, I realized that I was putting in more fucking hours now that I didn't have a job rather than when I had a job. And I'm okay with that, bro. Because I am like low key a homebody, so I can really just like fucking, you know, whatever, try to be a workhorse or whatever and make the most money I can. But I don't want to do that shit long term, if that makes sense. So my plan on how I'm gonna make a fuck ton of money, like when I mean like fuck ton of money, I mean like within the year, I believe I'm gonna probably scale to at least 35 to 50K a month, if I do say so myself. Um, I kind of so my plan is I'm gonna make a lead gen business. So right now I don't have my own business. I work for other people. But I mean, I make money online, like everybody's dream. But I don't have my own agency. I, you know, I want to have my own fucking business, bro. So now that I learned sales, I need to learn marketing, bro. I need to learn how to run meta ads. What I'm gonna do with this lead gen business is basically scale my dad's business, which is already like, I don't want to say exactly how much he makes a month, but I mean it's nothing crazy, but I definitely want to scale it. So, not that I want to actually work at his job, because I mean there's nothing against working a normal job or working, you know how my dad works. He's a landscaper, hardscaper, whatever you want to call him. But I mean, um, just because you work hard, that doesn't mean you actually make a lot of money. You know, you gotta work a little smarter, man. So these people who are making fuck you money, they're not actually working harder, man. They're just working smarter, man. I mean, I know construction guys working 100 hours a fucking week, and yeah, they 4K checks or whatever, but they're working their fucking balls off. And I have some fucking homies who like click some fucking buttons a few hours on the day, and they're making 50K, 100K a month. Like, it's actually ridiculous how much money these people actually make. Agency owners, trading, there's a fuck ton of business models, but like, if you don't believe it, like, you just haven't been around these people for real. But yeah, man, like I was saying, in this lead gen business, I basically want to scale my dad's business by running his ads and basically running the whole back end, which is basically like, you know, running his ads. When people click on the ads, obviously there's a landing page, so I'm gonna create the landing page. You know, CRMs, I'm gonna create the CRMs. Then I'm the one that calls up the people and things like that. But I'm gonna do it a little different. Instead of when I call up the people, I'm gonna be the one who actually goes and does the estimate. So instead of my dad pulling up, I'm gonna do the estimate for them. So it could be like, you know, I kind of want to like be like a contractor, I guess, but only for my dad's business. And then basically when I run up my dad's business, I'm gonna use it as a testimonial for other blue collar jobs. So maybe I may only stick to hardscaping, or I may also get into like roofing, plumbing, whatever other like blue collar jobs there are. Because I could have been a growth operator. Because obviously when you're a high ticket setter, high ticket closer, the next step is either becoming a sales manager on one of these offers or becoming a growth operator. I didn't want to be a growth operator because sometimes these influencers or sometimes these setters, like, they're just not like working to their potential. But lead gen is like, bro, like, everyone's always gonna need roofing, everybody's always gonna need hardscaping, everyone's always gonna need like shit like that, bro. Like, AI is gonna come in a few years and replace like all these growth operators or, you know, closers or setters, whatever. But like, you'll always need someone to like do your roof. You always need someone to like, you know, um, cut your tree down or, you know, things like that. So that's why I'm kind of getting into this business model, being the back end of it instead of like, you know, being the actual person who works. And you could just scale, bro. So like, the reason this shit works so well is because like, having my own company is kind of gonna be like when I say my company is my dad's company or whatever, but it's gonna be like the test dummy. Like obviously it's already like successful, but how much more success can I get from it? So like let's say for example, I don't know exact numbers. Let's say my dad is making 20K rev right now. Hopefully I could bring him to 40K rev, and use him as a testimonial. And my camera got like overheated or some shit. But yeah, basically like I'm talking about testimonials. Basically yeah, with my company, like basically the test dummy. And then obviously like my dad's in the industry, so he knows more people, so he can probably either connect me word to mouth, or like I could do cold outreach to other companies in these niches, roofing, hardscape, or whatever it is, bro. But yeah, man, now that I guess I have a testimonial, then I can show other people what I can do for them and what I can do for the company, and how I can really like take them from 10K to 50K, and maybe from 50K to 100K, or whatever it is, man. So that's kind of like my plan going forward. I do want to create my own, I guess, marketing agency, you can call it. Now that I have the sales skills, now I'm gonna just learn the marketing side to it, and kind of see how this journey goes, man. I'm just enjoying the process right now. Obviously, like I know this shit takes a while. Like you're not gonna get rich from one day to another, but I have the right mindset. I believe in myself. I'm building up my skills, and I already have like a company where I could like literally like blow it up, bro. So I'm already like ahead of, I would say, a lot of people or whatever. I have a lot of connections. I have a lot of boys who make fuck you money in sales, and lead gen, and and marketing agencies, and like different shit like that. So I know it's fucking possible. I know for people who, I wouldn't say like, I don't like bringing no one down, normies or whatever. Like they don't realize how much these people can genuinely make in a fucking day, in a fucking month. Like there's genuinely people who are like me, 21, 22, literally making 100K a month, because they just know more than you do. And they just believe in themselves, bro. So I just genuinely believe in myself. Like I've always known there's more to life than fucking weak ass 9 to 5 or whatever. And I mean, if that's your dream, working in 9 to 5, being a doctor, being a nurse, or whatever, like that's cool, bro. But for me, that isn't my dream. My dream is to like push some buttons and just print fucking money. And I don't want to be a fucking brokey. When I say brokey is not a term where it's like how much money you have. It's more like how much belief do you actually have in yourself and making whatever you say happen, if that makes sense. So yeah, I know a lot of brokies because they're just kind of complacent. Like they're happy where they're at. Like they have no goals. Whatever it is. But yeah, man. So this is just like I guess like a YouTube video for myself or for you guys, kind of like explaining my plan on how I'm gonna get filthy fucking rich. Maybe by the end of the year, bro, or maybe in a year or two, or maybe fucking 10. But yeah, I guess for me, just kind of talking to myself when I do look back at this video a couple of years from, maybe a couple of months actually, from today. I'm glad you took the risk. I'm already glad I quit my fucking job. It takes some fucking balls to quit your job when you're like working for the government, getting paid good, have good what's that shit called, benefits or whatever. I quit my fucking job and just went all in, bro. Cause I mean, I can quit. I can try and fail, but I do not want to live with that fucking regret. I don't want to be fucking 80 and be like, fuck, I should have gone for it. I could live with fucking failure, man. Like I don't give a fuck about that. But at least I tried. But I cannot fucking live with regret, man. And yeah, man. So I'm happy you went all in, Kevin. There's people who may not believe in you, but you believed in yourself. So good shit. Yeah, man. By the time you watch this, a year from today, 2 years from today, maybe 5 years from today, you're rich as fuck. And yeah, man. So if you guys are thinking about quitting your fucking job, you got a little bit of money saved up, or if you're working a job and you want to try a fucking side hustle or a real business, just fucking go for it, bro. You may be thinking people really care about you, but people don't, bro. No one's gonna come and save you, bro. So yeah, bet on yourself. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a pussy. Yeah, you. Don't be a bitch. Just fucking go for it, man. One life, man. Why wouldn't you want to fucking have a crazy ass fucking life, man? Where you're fucking rich. Where you could wake up and print fucking money and, you know, give your mom whatever the fuck she wants and, you know, have those cool ass fucking memories with your homies and going on those cool ass trips, bro. Have no fucking boss, bro. Work. Have location freedom, bro. Location freedom, time freedom, bro. Like, come on, bro. There's only one life, bro. Just make the best out of it, man. And for the ones who just want to continue working at 9 to 5, that's fine too. I wish you guys all the fucking best. Nothing against you guys. It's just not for me, man. But for my real hustlers who are truly, like, want to make serious fucking money and, like, truly believe in themselves, go chase your fucking dreams, man. I'll see you guys a few days in a week or whenever.